No, that's not. Isn't it really promotion number 5?
It's 4.
We already did 4.
Okay, we are redoing the vote. We are redoing the vote. Yes, yes, we are redoing the vote. Don't worry.
Is it not the promotion number 5? Because we already did number 4.
What is number? Not the motion.
Okay, you can vote now. Can someone help IFMSA Sweden? IFMSA Sweden, is it fixed? Not yet. Okay, we can close the vote now. Can I have silence, please? Okay, so we received 55 votes in total, 34 in favor, 10 against, 7 abstentions. Motion passes by 2/3 majority. Okay, then we go to the motion number 3 to adopt the report of the Financial Committee of the 73rd IFMSA General Assembly August meeting 2024, which is now valid. Proposed by IFMSA Subco. Subco, would you like to explain? Point of information. Which one is meant by this Subco? We will ask for amendments anyways. Do we have a seconder? IFMSA Joe. Any amendments? Any amendments? What is the amendment, Subco?
To adopt the report of the Financial Committee. To adopt the report of the Financial Committee of the 73rd IFMSA General Assembly August meeting 2024 as shared on the NMO server, as shared at 3:52 p.m. on 6th August 2024.
Okay, IFMSA Subco, I assume you accept the amendments.
Yes, we do.
IFMSA Joe, do you accept the amendments? Yes. Amendment is incorporated in the original motion. Any further amendments? Any direct negatives? BPMD Germany, would you like to explain any alternative motions? You can vote. You cannot still. You can vote now. BPMD Germany. Okay, while you are voting, we're just reminding you about the filming. Please do not film anyone. We have been saying the same in each single plenary. Internet issues at Axe Catalonia, can someone help? Okay, voting Axe Catalonia, is it sold? Okay. Okay. Solved. Okay, we can close the vote now. Okay, we received 54 votes in total, 50 in favor, 2 against, and 2 abstentions. Motion passes by simple majority. You can clap for this one. Okay, adoption of the financial reports from the past terms. We did not receive any motions. Adoption of the amendments of the budget 2023-2024. We did not receive any motions. Adoption of the budget 2024-2025. We do receive motion number 4 to adopt the amended IFMSA budget proposal for the term 24-25 as shared on the Animo server on the 3rd of August 2024. This is proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain? Do we have a seconder? Slomsa Slovakia. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? IFMSA Spain, would you like to explain? Any alternative motions? You can vote now.
No, we are doing the, so what's it doing there?
Please vote. Okay, voting closed. So we received 37 votes in total, 35 in favor, 0 against, and 2 abstention. Motion passes by simple majority. Change to the status, opening and closing of standing committees and task forces. We received motion number 5 to open the task force on the
Oh, okay, and what's? No.
No, it's the one following.
Okay, sorry, we need to go to get back to the last motion. Unfortunately, we did not met the 75% of the motion before, according to the guidelines. So we need to redo the motion again to vote on the same motion. The 75% of the votes on the previous motion, according to the hybrid guidelines. So we are redoing this motion again. You can vote now.
I need to name it differently.
One second. We're not talking to us. You voted gas or?
Okay, voting closed. So we received 54 votes in total, 53 in favor, 0 against, and 1 abstention. Motion passes by simple majority. Then the agenda item changes to the status, opening and closing of standing committees and task forces. Motion number 5 to open the task force on IFMSA Constitution and bylaws proposed by Kromsek, Croatia. Kromsek, would you like to explain? No. Okay, you can see the task force, like the motion on the screen. You have the background, specific objectives, actions, preliminary timeline, criteria for coordinator and for members, and it's already discussed in the president session. So, do we have a seconder? Oh, I'm so sorry. Any amendments? You do have amendments. Okay,
Rebecca Amza Austria, she, her. We have an amendment. I will send it on the server in a minute. It's to add 3 sentences. I will send it on the server and then you can show it on screen. I think it's easiest.
I'm sorry. Can you just CC the chairperson or vice chairperson so we can just easily? Yes, 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 so we can just copy it. Okay, received. No, it's not the same.
From 600. Yeah, she had a different one.
Okay, so you can see the amendment now on screen. Romsek, do you accept the amendment? Yes. Amsa Austria, you accept the amendment. Okay, the amendment is incorporated in the original motion. What? You fix them.
What? What is it?
It's breaks. It's in the like that. Okay, any further amendments? Any further amendments? Kromsik. Okay, it's already shared on the screen. Kromsik, do you accept the amendments? IFMSA Austria, accept the amendments. This amendment also is incorporated in the original motion. Any further amendments? Any direct negatives? Motion passes nemo contra. Nice. Okay, then we have motion 6 to create a task force with the following objectives, as you can see on screen. And I guess it was already shared from IFMSA NL and discussed in the president session as well. IFMS, this is proposed by IFMSA NL. Would you like to explain? Yes. Can I have a mic to IFMSA NL?
Ayla Dilemans, IFMSA NL, she, her. As a direct response to a recent event at the GA, IFMSA NL is.
Can I have silence and can you please listen to IFMSA NL?
Okay. So as a direct response to a recent event at the GA, IFMSA NL is submitting the motion to create a task force to address the issues of continuously overlooked ableism in IFMSA. We firmly believe that as an organization that strives to be inclusive, we must actively fight against every form of discrimination. We must no longer be complicit in accepting disability discrimination. Therefore, we propose this task force to give those directly affected by ableism and disability the platform to share their experiences and influence change.
Thank you, IFMSA NL. Do we have a seconder? IFMSA Quebec. Okay. Any amendments? IFMSA NL. Do you have amendments, Metzko Oman as well? Okay, after IFMSA NL.
Oh, okay. So we decided to improve the formatting of our proposed task force and make the selection criteria even more precise in order to make the selection process even smoother and therefore ensuring that the task force will be composed of the best possible candidates.
Okay, you can see the amendment now on screen as well. Okay, IFMSA NL, you accept the amendments. Okay, IFMSA Quebec, you accept the amendments. The amendment is incorporated in the original motion. Any further amendments? No. Okay, any direct negatives? Helmsick Greece, would you like to explain? Do you have an alternative motion? Okay, then you can vote now. Yes. Okay, it's not.
This one.
Okay, so we received 54 votes in total, 48 in favor, 2 against, and 4 abstentions. Motion passes by simple majority. Okay, and then agenda item changes to the status of opening and closing of IFMSA programs. We have motion 7 to adopt the program description change proposal of the IFMSA program for ethics and human rights and health proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain? Do you have a seconder? Online seconders, if any. Okay. IMSA Iran. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? Motion passes nemo contra. Okay, motion 8 to adopt the program description change proposal of the IFMSA program for medical education systems proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain? Do we have a seconder? LIMSA Libya. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? Motion passes nemo contra. Motion 9 to adopt the program description change proposal of the IFMSA program for teaching medical skills proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain? Do we have a seconder? IFMSA Japan. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? Motion passes nemo contra. Next agenda item, presentation of the preliminary annual work plan underpinning the Federation's strategic plan by the incoming executive boards. That was done in the president's session. Then, okay, we received procedural motion number 6 to add the agenda point any other business after agenda point adoption of the final report of the Constitution Credential Committee proposed by the IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain? Yes.
Thank you. So as explained during the president's sessions, this agenda point will be used in order to address the issues we have encountered with the Constitution and all of the flow that we discussed in president's session. Thank you.
Thank you, IFMSA EB. Yeah. Do we have a seconder IFMSA NL? Okay, then you can vote now.
I was looking for it.
Please vote. Okay, we are closing the vote now. Okay, we received 55 votes in total, 53 in favor, 1 against, and 1 abstentions. Motion passes by 2/3 majority. Okay, then we having the next agenda item, any other business 1. So we have motion number 10 to adopt the IFMSA brand manual as shared on the Animos server on the 1st of August 2024. This is proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain? Do we have a seconder? Lamsek Lebanon. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? Motion passes nemo contra. Okay, then next agenda item, or like this is the next slide you can see on the screen. The animals up for membership removal by the VPM, as you can see them on screen. Yes. First, we are opening a speakers list. These are the animals that has been like the motions to remove these animals was submitted by the VPM. These are the animals. Okay. So now we're opening a speakers list regarding these motions, like the whole motions. If you'd like to be on the speakers list, please raise your voting cards. We have like all together or like separately? Like RD Europe, RD Americas, and RD Africa. Okay, and then we have FUMSA Uganda, LAMSA Latvia. Point of information by RD Africa. RD Africa twice. And RD Europe twice. Anyone else would like to be on the speakers list? Final call. Okay. I'm not reminding them. Okay, you can start the Americas first. The Americas, yes.
Okay, thank you. This statement is on behalf of IFMSA, Trinidad and Tobago. I hope this statement finds you well. On behalf of the Trinidad and Tobago Medical Students Association, IFMSA, I'm writing to share some of the significant challenges we have faced over the past 2 years. As a small medical school situated in a developing country, we have encountered numerous obstacles that have impacted our ability to fulfill our obligations as an NMO partner of the IFMSA. One of the most pressing issues has been our struggle to secure adequate funding. Our institution operates with limited resources, and the economic climate has further exacerbated our financial difficulties. Despite our best efforts to raise funds through various initiatives, we have consistently fallen short of the amount needed to pay IFMSA membership fees. Further, when we apply for assistance in the fund, we were not eligible anymore. These financial constraints has hindered our ability to participate fully in IFMSA activities and to provide our members with the opportunities and support that they deserve. Additionally, we experienced a significant setback last year when several of our executive members were forced to drop out of medical school due to personal reasons. The loss of these dedicated individuals not only affected our organization stability, but also placed an additional burden on the remaining members who had to take the responsibilities to keep IFMSA operational. This sudden change in our leadership team has been challenging adjustment, and we are still in the process of rebuilding and reorganizing. Despite these challenges, we remain committed to the mission and values of the IFMSA. We deeply value our partnership and the opportunities it provides for our members to engage in global health initiatives and change programs and professional development. We are actively exploring new avenues for funding and are dedicated to strengthen our organization to better serve our members and contribute to the IFMSA community. Further, when we apply, we kindly request your understanding and support during this difficult period. Any guidance or assistance you could provide in helping us navigate this challenge would be greatly appreciated. We are determined to overcome these obstacles and to continue our active participation in the IFMSA. Thank you for your attention to this matter. We look forward to your response and to continue being members of the IFMSA.
Thank you. Are the Americas? Then we have point of information by IFMSA. Okay, can we like get the sounds like more louder for the people in the back? Because especially we're using the wireless mics. Thank you. Then we have the Europe twice.
Dear IFMSA family, as we gather here to deliberate on the motion to remove membership from various NMOs, I urge each of you to approach this matter with a profound sense of empathy and consideration. Our NMOs represent a diverse array of students from all corners of the world, each with their own unique challenges, contexts, and internal struggles. It is vital to remember that behind every NMO are dedicated individuals working tirelessly, often in difficult circumstances, to uphold the values and mission of IFMSA. The issues faced by these organizations are not always visible from the outside, yet they are very real and can significantly impact their ability to meet our collective expectations. For the European NMOs that you hear from next, they have all been in contact with myself or in Europe, and a plan is already in place in order to support them more in their efforts to contribute to IFMSA. When it comes to AMSI Ireland, this NMO has faced extreme internal issues with no handover or successor being provided. While at this moment, there is no person that is able to take over the leadership of this organization, we are in talks with people that are interested in continuing the work in this NMO. It's just that the process is quite long, as we cannot just decide that a person can take over an NMO. So I urge you to give specifically this NMO more time to find a successor. Thank you.
Thank you, RD Europe. Then RD Europe.
This statement is on behalf of HCCM Russia. Dear NMOs of IFMSA family, where we are gathered on site and online for the 73rd General Assembly of IFMSA August meeting 2024, we take this opportunity to express our gratitude to all the people who have made this event possible. However, today, we as HCCM, representing not only Russian medical students, but also more than 30,000 foreign medical students studying in Russia, would like to ask all NMOs for understanding and support in our difficult case. We understand that the constitutional bylaws of IFMSA are important in order to ensure the fulfillment of our mission and vision. But as the vision of IFMSA goes, we want a world that will unite all medical students worldwide. Having said this, we would like to ask for your help and understanding of the harsh reality that each of us has to face on their side. We hope for your support, and we think that in the IFMSA family, the goals and ideologies of providing fair opportunities, equal rights, and striving and challenging global and regional situation, HCCM would like to focus your attention that recent events affected Russian medical students no less than any other medical students living under the pressures of difficult times. Considering the international, local, legal, and political situation, it is critically difficult to sustain a student-led NGO, and especially considering the international cooperation based in the Russian Federation. While we do our best to provide maximum opportunity to learn and develop on personal, professional, and cultural aspects for our members, we go through a lot of workload and mental pressure. Thus, we have missed a single but yet important deadline for 7 days for AM24, which might affect our future in IFMSA. This mistake can reduce the level of accessibility to international medical medical education, and cooperation. With all the things above, please consider this an official request to help the Federation and each animal separately. With love, Galika Kolnova, Animal President, HCCM Russia.
Okay, RD Africa.
Thank you. This statement is on behalf of APS Mali. Dear animals, as we near the conclusion of this August meeting 2024 General Assembly, we find ourselves in a critical moment for our animal APS Mali. Our organization is currently facing the possibility of removal from the IFMSA due to the challenges in meeting membership requirements on time. This situation is deeply concerning for us, and we are reaching out to seek your support and understanding. APS Mali operates in a nation grappling with a socio-political crisis, circumstances that are beyond our control as medical students. Representing over 1,000 medical students in Mali, we have been dedicated to advocating for our members and ensuring their voices are heard within the Federation. Despite our commitment and best efforts, we have encountered numerous obstacles, including language barriers and financial constraints, as well as limited engagement due to our status as a Francophone-speaking animal. We have diligently worked to meet our responsibilities and comply with the Federation's constitution and bylaws. To this end, we have implemented several measures to revise our membership, such as fundraising to pay the membership fees and resolving outstanding debts. We have also mobilized our local chapters to actively engage in the Federation affairs through the translation of different documents. However, we acknowledge our recent failure to submit the credential form on time due to internet and other technical difficulties. We deeply respect and understand the requirements set forth by the IFMSA Constitution and bylaws, and our commitment to adhering these rules remains steadfast. Nevertheless, we are appealing to you to reconsider our situation and vote against our removal from the IFMSA. We promise to intensify our efforts to meet all membership requirements, including settling our existing debt, which we have gathered enough sufficient to address, and also ensuring timely compliance in the future. This appeal is not just a plea for leniency, but a heartfelt request to recognize the unique challenges we face and sincere dedication we have shown. By keeping APS Mali within the Federation, you are supporting over 1,000 medical students who rely on this network for growth, learning, and solidarity. We humbly ask for your compassion and vote to allow us to continue being part of this esteemed Federation. Thank you for your consideration and understanding. Sincerely, APS Mali.
Thank you, RD Africa. Can we have just Denim Brazil? Can you please approach us here? And RD Africa, you can continue. Denim Brazil.
Thank you. This statement is on behalf of MSAD. This statement is on behalf of MSA-DRC. The IFMSA family, we are reaching out to you requesting your support for our NMO MSA-DRC, one of the Francophone NMOs in the Africa region. In the imminent period, the MSA-DRC faces a potential suspension from the IFMSA as a motion for their suspension will be presented. We humbly implore you to hear our appeal and grant us a second opportunity to maintain our esteemed position within the Federation. The MSA-DRC, one of the 25 NMOs in Africa, has faced significant challenges hindering their progress, rendering them at risk of suspension from the IFMSA. We deeply value the remarkable support and solidarity extended to us throughout our journey in the IFMSA, and we earnestly hope that our long-standing commitment will not be curtailed following this General Assembly. Below, we outline some of the circumstances we have faced which hindered our ability to meet membership requirements. The first one, language barrier. Navigating the various facets of the federation and comprehending fundamental operational concepts have posed significant challenges for the MSA DRC. Being a Francophone NMO within an English-oriented environment, despite the unwavering support of the regional team, there have been instances where we struggle to grasp all aspects promptly. This has impelled our ability to engage effectively in the federation activities and fulfill membership obligation expeditiously. Number two, security and humanitarian crisis in Eastern DRC. Initially established in the Eastern DRC, the MSA DRC amassed a substantial membership base and fostered partnerships vital to its growth. However, the region has been marred by escalating armed conflicts and violence over the past 2 years, resulting in widespread displacements and adverse living conditions. The MSA DRC, like many others, endured significant disruptions, with numerous members becoming displaced and some compelled to halt their educational pursuits, seeking refugee in neighboring countries. These challenges have profoundly impacted the association's operation, leading to difficulties in maintaining established partnerships. While the IFMSA constitution and bylaws stipulate clear membership requirements, we are committed to upholding them to the best of our abilities. Despite the aforementioned obstacles, we seek your solidarity as we navigate through those challenges, striving to sustain our membership in the Federation. Recent support from some partners has been instrumental in addressing our struggles, enabling us to address outstanding membership fees, enhance administrative structure to better manage adversities and actively participate in the Federation initiatives. Dear IFMSA family, we earnestly request your consideration to maintain our membership within this noble family. Thank you.
Thank you, RD Africa. Then we have IFMSA Uganda.
Thank you. Dear NMOs of IFMSA family, this statement is on behalf of IFMSA Uganda. We are reaching out to your reconsideration on this stable removal of our African NMO in IFMSA Uganda, and we would like you to understand our issues that we are facing as an NMO and have lined to the shortcomings of fulfillment of some of our membership requirements on time. Over the last 3 years, our NMO faced various challenges in NMO leadership, which affected the overall administration of the NMOs, and they are mainly rooted in the new leadership structures of our NMO, but which later followed by the inconsistencies of some of the former NMOs presidents in our NMO, which is IFMSA Uganda, who were neither able to have a good handover on time or managed adequately on internal affairs. In addition to the aforementioned issues, the COVID-19 period was quite challenging to navigate, but we were able to get back on track and did our very best to resolve the pending membership issues, including the submission of the NMO report and payment of the membership fees, debts. Acknowledge our late submission of the CF and sincerely apologize. We pledge to do better as we continue to grow within IFMSA. The reasons for the delayed credential form submission are as follows. The August meeting 24 preparation coincided with our end of semester exams, as well as the visa processing delays led to a last minute receipt of our visas, prompting us to urgently arrange costly flights to join the program, which affected us timely in the submission of the CF. Previous CF submissions revealed knowledge gaps in IFMSA operations and management, all connected to the previously mentioned problems. Our commitment to IFMSA remains unshakable, and we sincerely hope our journey will not be cut short tonight. Recently, we have been able to engage meaningfully where our members are participating in IFMSA activities and contributing to the Federation events, like being the host of the African Regional Meeting 2021. Dear NMOs, we humbly appeal not to vote us out of this esteemed family. Such an act would just set us back significantly amidst all our efforts to be part of this community, and we are fully committed to rectify all the remaining challenges to fulfill the membership requirements. Thank you so much for your understanding. Please do not vote us out.
Thank you so much. Then we have. Can I have a mic to Lamsa Latvia?
Dear IFMSA family, I'm speaking on behalf of our president. We, Lamsa Latvia, would like to address the vote on our loss of membership due to delayed submission of 2 credential forms during August meeting 23 and March meeting 24, as well as the NMO report this year. Firstly, we would like to express that Lamsa is proud to be member of IFMSA and has worked hard to grow as an NMO, both nationally and internationally in the past 30 years. Our organization faced significant challenges and resource loss following COVID-19. We have worked diligently to rebuild and educate our team on IFMSA procedures and requirements. While we have achieved stable growth, some mistakes were made. It is with deep regret that we acknowledge our recent failures to submit the credential form and NMO report on time. Our inability to attend the last 2 General Assemblies, India and Ecuador in person, led to miscalculation of time zone differences between the 2 locations and misinterpretations of the submission process, resulting in the delay of submission of the credential form. Additionally, the submission of our NMO report was delayed due to personal problems faced by our officials and issues that arose during the handover process. We take full responsibility for these oversights and acknowledge that these challenges are not unique, as others NMOs encounter them and still manage to meet the requirements. However, moving forward, we are committed to rectifying these issues by implementing more stringent internal processes and adopting a proactive approach to guarantee timely submissions and compliance with all IFMSA regulations. Our previous record reflects our commitment to IFMSA, including our presence in August meeting 24. We appreciate the privilege of being here and hope to sustain the collaborative spirit that we have strived to build within this esteemed organization. We respectfully ask that our NMO not to be evaluated solely based on the recent delays in submitting the documents, and we kindly request your understanding and support in voting to retain our membership. Thank you.
Thank you, Lamsa Latvia. Comes Kosovo.
Thank you, everyone. Hello, everyone. This is Comes Kosovo's president, and I am speaking in behalf of our organization. We, the
Kosovo, are you online?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Can we check the speakers, please?
Mahmoud, can you hear me?
Yes, they are trying to say something.
Mahmoud, can you hear us online?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, then no problem. Mahmoud, you hear me now, right?
Can you hear me
Yes.
now? Hello? Can you hear me?
Now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Comes
All right, yes, I'm Comes Kosovo's president, and I'm speaking in behalf of our NMO. Hello, IFMSA family. So I'm starting with the Kosovo's Organization of Medical Students hereby are requesting your support in voting against our membership removal due to not fulfilling the task needed. So we understand the importance of maintaining standards and ensuring active participation within the IFMSA. However, we believe that the rigid enforcement of this bylaw in our case doesn't consider the unique challenges faced by our organization. Over the past 3 meetings of IFMSA families, COMS Kosovo has faced numerous unprecedented difficulties that have hindered our ability to meet all the stipulated requirements for not getting our membership removed. These challenges I can mention, we had changes in our team, and handovering the duties has made it difficult and has led some gaps that made us not possible to complete the task needed to be done. Also, into the side of this, we have passed this problem, and we have had local programs and activities directly implemented by in the version of IFMSA, including around 40 local projects. Most of them focused on human rights, reproductive health, sexually transmitted diseases, and occupational diseases. I can mention, for example, that we have spread all over the libraries in our university free pads, free menstrual pads, and trying to promote the idea that menstrual pads must be free for everyone. Besides of this, we have put the rights of the students all around the campus. Also, we have had activities giving lectures to community about the sexual diseases. Also, for example, I can mention also one project that was really important, because we had held a project with Down syndrome kids of Kosovo and trying to give them like basic ideas and concepts of medicine. Also, we have achieved 19 Scope-E contracts under the umbrella of IFMSA, and we are trying to reach out for even more in the next season. Despite these activities, we have continually strived to remain active in completing the IFMSA reports and updates. We firmly believe that removing us as an NMO from IFMSA would be detrimental not only to our organization, but also to the diversity and inclusivity of the IFMSA as a whole. We are committed to addressing the gaps that have led to the situation and are actively working on a strategic plan to ensure compliance with all requirements moving forward, ensuring that the situation doesn't repeat due to a lack of funding. That's the most important part. We were unable to attend the General Assembly and also other IFMSA meetings. We don't have incoming source of stable ones. So also, for example, I can mention here that also we pay the annual fee of IFMSA and IFMSA by our money. Like the team of our organization gets money from their pocket and pays just for organization to be in IFMSA and IFMSA, because we know the importance of our organization to be in IFMSA, and we have contributed a lot in implementing the strategies and plans of IFMSA, as I mentioned earlier. In light of the above,
thank you, COMS Kosovo.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your attention, and thank you for your support.
Thank you. Then we are proceeding with the motion. Just a small clarification here, that if you vote with, means that you vote with the removal of the NMO. Okay. If you vote in favor, you vote that you are with the removal of the NMOs. And also, a very quick reminder that motion fails if there is no seconders. Just for you to know. Okay. Then motion 11 to remove the membership status of IFMSA Afghanistan and the International Federation of Medical Students Association IFMSA according to the bylaws paragraph 2.13 proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain? Yes. Can I have mic to the EB?
This motion was tabled because the NMO has failed to fulfill the NMO report, the IFMSA.org, and the credential form from the August meeting 24, March meeting 24, and August meeting 23.
Thank you, IFMSA EB. We can keep the mic with you, IFMSA EB, right? Okay. Do we have a seconder? FMSIC Finland. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? IFMSA Spain, would you like to explain? Any alternative motions? You can vote now. Okay, voting is closing soon. Okay, voting closed. Can we have silence, please? Okay, so we received 59 votes in total, 19 in favor, 29 against, and 11 abstentions. Motion failed. Then motion 12 to remove the membership status of IFMSA Grenada and the International Federation of Medical Students Associations, IFMSA, according to the bylaws paragraph 2.13, proposed by the EB. Would you like to explain?
Yes, we submit this motion because IFMSA Granada did not submit their credential form. IFMSA.org and NMO report during August meeting 23, and IFMSA.org and credential form during March meeting 24 and August meeting 24.
Thank you, IFMSA EB. Do we have a seconder? Motion fails. Then motion 13 to remove the membership status of AMS. To remove the membership status of AMSA Ireland and the International Federation of Medical Students Associations, IFMSA, according to the bylaws paragraph 2.13 proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain?
Yes, we are proposing this motion because IFMSA Ireland did not submit the credential form in August meeting 23, NMO report IFMSA.org and credential form in March meeting 24, and NMO report and credential form during August meeting 24.
Okay, do we have a seconder? Swims the Switzerland. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? Adam Portugal, would you like to explain? Any alternative motions? Okay, you can vote now. Okay, and the back, can you hear us well? Yes, okay. Then voting closed. Okay, we received 67 votes in total, 10 in favor, 38 against, 19 abstentions, motion fails. Motion 14 to remove the membership status of LAMSA Latvia in the International Federation of Medical Students Associations IFMSA according to the bylaws paragraph 2.13 proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain?
Yes, we are proposing this motion because LAMSA Latvia missed the credential form of August meeting 23, March meeting 24, and they submit the NMO report 1 month late during August meeting 24.
Okay, do we have a seconder? SWIMSA Switzerland. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? IFMSA Poland. Would you like to explain any alternative motions? Denham, Brazil. Denham. Ah, okay. Okay, you can vote now. Ajax Catalonia internet. Can someone help Ajax Catalonia, please? Ajax Catalonia, raise your voting card. Ajax Catalonia, is it solved? Yes, we can close the vote now. Voting closed. We received 71 votes in total, 12 in favor, 45 against, 14 abstentions. Motion fails. Motion 15 to remove the membership status of APS Mali in the International Federation of Medical Students Associations IFMSA according to the bylaws paragraph 2.13 proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain?
Yes, we are proposing this motion because APS Mali missed the NMO report, IFMSA.org, and the credential form during August meeting 23, and the credential form during March meeting 24 and August meeting 24.
Thank you. Do we have a seconder? SWIMSA Switzerland. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? Let's go, man. Okay, would you like to explain? Any alternative motions? Okay, we can vote now. We can close the vote now. Okay, we received 64 votes in total, 7 in favor, 43 against, 14 abstentions. Motion fails. Motion 16 to remove the membership status of HCCM Russia in the International Federation of Medical Students Association IFMSA according to the bylaws paragraph 2.13 proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain?
Yes, we are, boom, boom, echo. Oh, okay. We are proposing this motion because HCCM Russia meets the credential form of August meeting 23, the NMO report, the IFMSA.org and credential form of March meeting 24, and the IFMSA.org and credential form of August meeting 24.
Thank you. Do we have a seconder? Denham, Brazil. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? And in Portugal. Would you like to explain any alternative motions? You can vote now. Please vote. Voting closed. We received 65 votes in total, 11 in favor, 40 against, 14 abstentions. Motion fails. Motion 17 to remove the membership status of TTMSA Trinidad and Tobago in the International Federation of Medical Students Associations, IFMSA, according to the bylaw paragraph 2.13, proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain?
Yes, we are proposing this motion because TTMSA Trinidad and Tobago meets the NMO report and credential form of August meeting 23 and the NMO report IFMSA.org and credential form of the last two general assemblies.
I don't see any amendments. Mahmoud, we can't hear you. Here, so. Can you now? You're too quiet. No, not clearly. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you very well.
Thank you. Okay, any amendments? Any direct negatives? IFMSA Spain. Would you like to explain any alternative motions? Please vote.
Now.
Mahmoud, I'm super sorry, but we cannot hear you very well.
Can you hear me now?
You're too far. We can't hear you clearly.
Okay, can you hear me now?
No improvement. Sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you very well. Thank you.
Okay. So voting closed. Okay, we received 72 votes in total, 15 in favor, 44 against, and 13 abstentions. Motion fails. Motion 18 to remove the membership status of IFMSA Uganda in the International Federation of Medical Students Associations, IFMSA, according to the bylaws paragraph 2.13, proposed by the EB. Would you like to explain?
Yes, we are proposing this motion because IFMSA Uganda meets the credential form for August meeting 24, the IFMSA.org and credential form for March meeting 24, and then a more important, the credential form for August meeting 23.
Thank you. Do we have a seconder? IFMSA Switzerland. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? Okay, IFMSA Indonesia. Would you like to explain any alternative motions? Okay, you can vote now. No. Technical? Ex Catalonia. Voting closed. Okay, we received 64 votes in total, 4 in favor, 49 against and 11 abstentions. Motion failed. Okay, we received motion number 19 to remove the membership status of UZMSA Uzbekistan in the International Federation of Medical Students Associations IFMSA, proposed by IFMSA EB. Do we have a seconder? Helmsick, Greece. Any IFMSA EB, would you like to explain? IFMSA EB? IFMSA EB?
I am sleep deprived, I'm sorry. So we are proposing this motion because Uzbekistan has failed to submit the demo report, IFMSA.org, and the credential form for the last 4 General Assemblies.
Thank you. And already have a seconder, which is Helmsick, Greece. Any amendments? Any direct negatives? Azerbaijan, AzerMDS. Okay, would you like to explain any alternative motions? You can vote now. Technical. Aslan. And Aix Catalonia as well. Can you refresh? Okay. Then we have 72 votes in total, 17 in favor, 44 against, and 11 abstentions. Motion fails. Okay, and by this we conclude.
Point of information. I think that we are missing one motion that was submitted, that is the one for the Democratic Republic of Congo. And it was submitted.
Okay, it's gonna be added now. Thank you, VPM.
Yeah, but I need to explain this and then get back. Like, even you have 2 months for them to pay the debt. If not,
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Also, our motion is missing. Comes Kosovo.
Comes Kosovo.
oh, comes Kosovo.
Okay, we'll just double check the motions again.
Oh. I only hear the only one.
Okay, then the next motion to remove the membership status of MSA DRC, Democratic Republic of the Congo, and the International Federation of Medical Students Associations, IFMSA, according to the bylaws, paragraph 2.13, proposed by IFMSA EB. Would you like to explain?
Yes, MSA IDRC, Democratic Republic of Congo, have missed the IFMSA.org and credential form for the August meeting 24 and March meeting 24, and all the membership requirements for August meeting 23.
Thank you, IFMSA EB. Do we have a seconder?
Please.
SWIMSA Switzerland. Any amendments? Any direct negatives online? In person? Online? Austria. Would you like to explain any alternative motions? Okay, you can vote now. Connection?
Yeah.
IFMSA Joe, can someone help raise your voting card?
What?
Let's go on internet connection. Is it solved, IFMSA Joe? IFMSA Joe? Solved? Not yet, okay. All solved? Okay, we can close the vote now. Okay, we received 70 votes in total, 5 in favor, 51 against, 14 abstentions. This motion fails. Next, motion to remove the membership status of COMS Kosovo and the International Federation of Medical Students Associations, IFMSA, according to the bylaws. Paragraph 2.13, proposed by IFMSA EB.
Yes, we propose this motion because Kosovo meets the credential form of August meeting 23, and the more report on credential form of March meeting 24, and any more report IFMSA.org and credential form for this General Assembly.
Thank you, IFMSA EB. Do we have a seconder? IFMSA NL. Any amendments? Direct negatives? SWIMSA Switzerland. Okay, would you like to explain SWIMSA Switzerland? Any alternative motions? Okay. Burundi, is there like raising your hand is the point of order, or would you like to second maybe, or like direct negativing? Or is it raised from before? Let me see if they are online or not. In the right one. Even Burundi, make sure that you are connected to the correct cloud. ifmsa1.nemovote.com, because you are offline on this cloud. Okay, we are closing the vote now.
You don't have the open vote.
We did not open the vote yet. Okay, please vote. Oh, sorry. Plenary 6, so you can vote now. Okay, we have a raising card in the back, and there is also one here. Is it internet connections, both? Okay, can you still raise your voting cards and someone will assist you? Oh, thank you. Yeah, now I can see voting cards. Okay, is it solved? Not yet. Solved. Okay, we're just waiting here. Okay. Solved? Is it solved? Okay, take your time. Okay, let's close the vote. Okay, we received 70 votes in total, 9 in favor, 48 against, and 13 abstentions. Motion fails. Okay, by this we conclude this agenda item. Then we have procedural motion 7 for the discussion during agenda item any other business of the plenary 6 of the IFMSA General Assembly August meeting 2024 not to be recorded in the minutes, including live stream, Zoom, and recording by Denim Brazil. This one was withdrawn. And we have another motion, procedural motion 8 from Denim Brazil as well for the discussion during the current agenda point to not be recorded in the minutes, including live stream, Zoom recording until the end of this agenda point. Proposed by Denim Brazil. Would you like to explain? Yes, can I have the mic to Denim?
Hi everyone, Gabriel from the name Brazil here. So this is to keep the safety of IFMSA national member organizations delegates against any possibility of defamation of personal information or identification.
Thank you, Denim Brazil. Do we have a seconder point of information by the EB, by the president herself?
Just a question, would it mean that any decision to be made during this agenda point will not be recorded in the minutes? Only the internal discussions?
The
Okay.
discussions only. Yeah, like the votes will be mentioned. Okay, do we have a seconder? IFMSA Spain. You can vote now. Is it internet connection? Yes, and someone help? Mention it's 10 minutes. Say it's 10 minutes. Is it all solved? Still no. Okay. All solved. Still anyone? Okay, we are closing the vote now. Okay, we received 72 votes in total, 51 in favor, 14 against, 7 abstentions. Motion passes by 2/3 majority. Live streaming shall stop now. Zoom recordings shall stop now. Stop taking the minutes.